Hi, and welcome to Chanakya Capital. If you are a salaried employee, let me ask you a very simple question. At the end of every month, where does your salary actually go? Most people know how much they earn, but very few know exactly how much they spend, save, waste, or could potentially invest. The good news? You don't need a financial advisor or an expensive software to figure it out. I uploaded my income, expenses, debt, saving, and investment into an Excel sheet, almost covering every aspect, and then asked AI 7 powerful questions. The results were eye opening. It showed me where I was leaking money, how to optimize my budget, and build an emergency fund, eliminate debt faster, and create a roadmap to grow my wealth. If you're a salaried professional who wants more control over your money, these 7 AI prompts can completely change the way you manage your finance. Let's get started with the Excel. We assume that we have a yearly income of or yearly salary of 10 lakhs, then I do not have a business. I am not into freelancing. If you have anything here, you can of course add. I've just added some options. I have a rental income of 36,000 and I have get interest 30,000. I do not have dividend. I do not have pensions. Let's move on to expenses. Rent, I do not give. I have a home loan and I have to pay 2,40,000 every year. Property tax is around 1,400, and genuinely repairs takes a good amount. Electricity is 36,000. I can take this as 16,000. Gas 12,000 maximum. Internet also takes exactly same. Okay. Mobile phone takes around 7,000. Then groceries at least 45,000. Milk also takes the same. Dining out takes around, is it 20,000? Fuel, I do not have a car. I overspend on public transport. Parking, nothing. Maintenance, nothing. Then, of course, insurance. Then, I do not have credit card payments. I do not have a personal loan. I do not have a car loan. Let's move on to saving and investment. SIP I do not have. PPF I do not have. Recurring deposit, nothing. Emergency fund is at least 2 lakh every year, no matter what. LIC takes 36,000 yearly. So I have got this much. I think the residual looks good. Let's move on to Claude. So we are here on Claude. Now you can see here that I have uploaded my Excel file, whatever we did just now. And first prompt is actually our financial health check. So we will ask Claude to act as my personal financial planner, wealth advisor, budgeting expert, and behavioral finance coach. So I have uploaded my complete financial data as we prepared and analyze it and create a financial health report. What will it include? It will include your financial health score, net worth, saving rate, debt to income ratio, top strength, top weaknesses, and biggest financial risk. Then it will also suggest us the top 5 improvement I should make immediately. Let's move. So I'm currently using the free plan of Claude so that everyone can actually take the benefit of this video. So I want to share that Chanakya Capital has its own website now. So if you want to see this investment tracker Excel, it's uploaded there and the link is in the description. So financial health check report says my overall health score is 58, which is not nice. So what Claude says is you have a solid income and manageable debt load, but your saving rate is fragmented. True. So I have my key metrics here, so I can see whole of my ear just in front of my eyes, and all these charts and all, everything's are there. Net worth cannot be estimated because I haven't given any property or saving balance in EPF. I just wanted to understand my yearly thing before I go in depth. Of course, you can do that with changing the Excel. And top strength is debt and control, property ownership, passive income stream exists, monthly residual cash. I have a good cash left even after spending overall. So top weakness is zero market investment. That is absolutely true. 3.29 lakh residual is undeployed. I have to see what can be done. This was just assumption. Single income dependence, absolutely true. High utility and lifestyle spend, fair enough. No dividend or equity income. So biggest risk, what are my biggest risks? No equity and market exposure. Emergency funds may be underfunded. Salary shock risk, of course. Inflation eroding idle cash. So what could be done? So the answer is start SIP immediately, max out PPF, top up emergency funds, and build a secondary income stream at least 5,000 per month. That would be difficult, but most of the people are not able to generate a secondary income stream, but everybody can work out on that. Then we have auto utility targeted 15% reduction. So they are saying on electricity, water, gas, internet is very high. 15% cut saves 11,400 per year. We can try that. So this was our financial health check. This was the first thing. Now let's move on to the second one. Second prompt, we have to say I've given you 1 year data using my income and expense data. Create an optimized monthly budget which shows essential expenses, lifestyle expenses, saving targets, investment allocation, recommended spend limit, areas where I can save money without reducing my quality of life. That is very important, and provide percentage and exact amounts. Let's see. That we will get optimized monthly budget. So our monthly income, essential expenses, lifestyle expenses, savings buffer are all well written as per our given data. Then it will analyze and tell you what should be kept and what should be cut. What are the priorities and what are non priorities? And what's the best thing I found here is the suggestions like bundle internet plus mobile into one plan and save around 200 to 400 per month. And these are some of the great suggestions that has been given. So let's move to third one and understand what all we get there. The third one is spending leak detector, and we're going to be analyzing our hidden spending leaks, unnecessary recurring expenses, categories where I overspend, emotional or impulsive spending patterns, expensive providing poor value for money, rank recommendation by potential annual saving. So the Excel I have made is very basic. It's just for example. So if you want the real answer, add everything, even paying the least blanket bill added, so that Claude can analyze it in very nice way and tell you the exact things. Because if you see in the last two prompt that we have given, it has given us very deep analysis, and it is very important for every one of us to understand what we are earning, what we are spending, and how we can potentially increase our wealth in near future. So, a spending leak audit says about our total spend, identify leaks and recoverable savings, and we can reduce our leaked spending by this percentage. So, we have all the charts, and the saving opportunity could be water bills, electricity, home repair, milk and daily snacks, internet plus mobile, gas, dining out, LIC premium, check coverage versus cost. See, LIC is not a good recommendation. Nobody can cut LIC premium. So, behavior and impulsive spending signals are also given the daily snacks category, mask, impulsive spend. Even though I have not given much of the information, still, Flora is doing really great. If you give more and more information, much better results can become. So, the next one is emergency fund and cash flow strategy. Here we're going to be reviewing the cash flow and saving, which will determine the ideal emergency fund size, monthly expenses covered, currently, mobile savings target timelines to reach fully funded emergency reserve, best strategy to improve the cash flow stability. So, here I haven't included the point that please question any of the gaps that you found in the data being given by mice. So, you can add that so that every time Claude asks you a question and you answer it and you get a better result than what these prompts can singularly provide to you. So these prompts and file are, again I'm telling you, available in the description, so do see that. Emergency fund and cash flow strategy is in front of me, and I have already given it that my emergency fund is around 2 lakh and monthly essentials are 41,000. Current coverage is around 4.8 per month. So this is little less. So why 9 months is your real target? Single salary dependence, active home loan EMI, zero secondary income to absorb shocks. So now I'm getting what are my risk amplifier, and these are my interactive dashboard. What if in 9 months I do this? What is this? Okay. Nice. So it has given me that now to month 2 contribute 25,000 per month for residual cash, close to 50,700 gap to 6 months funds in 2 months, park in a high yield saving account and liquid mutual funds. Now phase 2, phase 3, cash flow stability automate. On salary day, pay yourself first, separate your money into 3 bucket, move emergency fund from savings. These are absolutely great advice that if I follow, I'm going to be going better in my life. So let's see and move to the fifth one and understand how better it makes and how good we can get with those results from Claude. Sixth one is debt elimination plan. Here we're going to be analyzing all the debts, create a avalanche method strategy, snowball method strategy, comparison of interest saved, recommended payoff order, month by month debt reduction roadmap, and estimated debt free data. This is very important to analyze your debts. I have got my debt payoff roadmap, and Claude says you have the cleanest debt profile possible. That's great. And I can just adjust my overall principle, and this will work very nicely so that I can understand everything. The avalanche method, the snowball method, hybrid method that is recommended to me. So these are really good advices that anybody possibly can give you after analyzing the data. Let's move on. Next one, the sixth is wealth building and investment roadmap. Based on the current finances, Claude will create a wealth building plan, including investment recommendation, diversification analysis, asset allocation suggestion, 1, 5, and 10-year projection action that would have the greatest impact on the long-term wealth. The wealth building plan is ready, and don't be like me because I'm just giving you an illustration. I'm not counter questioning all the facts. So do counter question what you feel is not right, what you want to replace, and the wealth budget is really great. I can increase my monthly investment. I mean, you have that option. It's not like you don't want or Claude is not giving you that option. So this is the recommended asset allocation that is very nice. Equity, SIP, PF, NPS tire, real estate. Okay. So my year 1, year 5 and year 10 plans are ready, and I see crores in year 10. So that's quite great to see, and high impact actions are also given. You can read all of this in very detail, and don't you dare to you know just ignore the last paras. They are really good, like I just read it, and they are the most juicy part of this. So our next, the last one, seventh, is act like my personal CFO and give me an action plan. So here we will see, based on all the financial data provided, create a 30-day action plan, 90-day action plan, 1-year financial roadmap, top financial priorities, mistakes I should avoid, opportunities I may be missing, prioritize recommended by highest impact, lowest effort, fastest financial improvement, and long-term wealth creation. So I have my complete financial master plan, where my salary and overall income is 10.66 lakhs, and in 30 days I have 8 tasks to complete. Wealth unlocked is 52k in year 1 tax savings, 10-year corpus target, and current score is 58 out of 100, which we have seen in the above things. Now, if you read very nicely, they want to say call plumber, water leak. Maybe yes, water charges are high. Week 2, week 3, week 4, and months. So if you read all these, they are really good advices by Claude, and it acts like your financial advisor. But at the end, when I'm coming to end of this video, I want to say these are not real advices. You should understand these are something given by AI, and you should always learn at the end that Claude is an AI and can make mistakes. So please double check responses. Do see that. And if you have watched till the end, thank you very much.